That's right. Welcome in, welcome back, folks, to a Gator Bowl Confidences and Concerns edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, you can find that program on YouTube. Do it, subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps me as well. Notifications on. That way you never miss anything. You're alerted right away when news drops. Twitter, search bar, Always Irish, or at Always Irish Shake. Emails, alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want me. You can locate me. Call in line 312-900-8815. Give me a call about what you heard and seen. Fighting Irish Wire. Check it out every day. Google Fighting Irish Wire. Check it out. All the articles. I think I had something up the other day on Freeman. Check it out. So it's game week. All the recruiting and all the everything off the field, and sometimes we forget it's game week. All right, let's break down Notre Dame and South Carolina confidences and concerns. It's just interesting. It's a weird dynamic. The opt-outs changes things. The quarterback dynamic changes things. I'll be completely honest. I have no idea what we're going to see or get from Notre Dame. I have no idea what we're going to see and get from Notre Dame. And so this is tedious. I just don't know what we're going to look like. So, and the funny part with that is you could say that all damn year when the same quarterback was playing, that you never know what you're going to get. Now that you're throwing in a new quarterback that used to be the old quarterback, I double don't know what I'm going to get. Welcome to Notre Dame football. It's just nothing's ever as simple as it should be. Everything's extra complicated with Notre Dame. It doesn't even seem to matter who the coach is anymore. There's always just extra with Notre Dame. It's annoying at times. All right. Confidence is first, then concerns. Confidence number one. The run game should be even more dynamic with Buckner, right? How could it not be? Well, there's two ways it could not be. One, bad offensive line play. And number two, Wonder Boy, Tommy Rees, not scheming up enough things that utilizes Tyler Buckner's legs. Those are two ways that come to mind right away. So, to me, Buckner's natural God-given biggest strength is his ability to be a tricky guy to defend in the run. We already have a really good running game. Strength of the offense should be, not in the last game, but overall. So, excuse me. Forgive me for thinking adding Buckner in there should be an extra dynamic and the run game should look even better. I'm confident in that. And again, the only two reasons I wouldn't see it is offensive line decides not to block or Reese does not appropriately scheme to maximize this benefit. Okay? Neither one of those would surprise me, by the way, if we saw it happen. Neither one. Number two, this isn't a situation where it's been Pine in the season. He gets hurt or something, and then in 3 days, Buckner's healing, and then he has to get thrown back in there. There's been plenty of time here to know Buckner was going to be the starter, install a game plan, change things, get comfortable with it in practice. Plenty of time. So that makes me kind of expect that it's not going to look like spur of the moment. We didn't know this was going to happen. Now Buckner's in there and everything's a disorganized mess. No, you've had plenty of time to think about what you wanted to do and instill it and implement it and practice it. I'm not open to that excuse that it all looks like a Chinese fire drill. And it's like, oh, we have a new quarterback. Bro, you've had over a month to get ready for it. Not listening to that. So, Confidence, number one. The run game should be more dynamic with Buckner involved in it. Number two, you had plenty of time to get this all lined up the way you want. Here's number three. Now, let me get wild with you on number three. Let me get freaky. If Notre Dame wants it to be there, a much more dynamic passing game could be available in this game. He's got a bigger arm physically. You could do more. You could push it more. You could stretch the field more. If Notre Dame wants to explore that path, there should be some different things available to the Irish now in the passing game. We could debate the accuracy of where the balls are going to go, but there's no doubt Buckner has a bigger arm. How much is Notre Dame going to go down that path? Because it is available to them if they want it. All right, 3 concerns. Number one, even with the time to install all of this with Buckner running the show, this is going to be his first real tackling and game speed action since week 2 when it was 90 degrees out. So that does concern me. I know he's been running things. Game speed's different than practice speed. Not being hit is different than being hit. I want to know what happens when that real game moment hits Buckner and what we're going to see and get. Nothing is the same as real game speed. Nothing. And I think everybody understands that. So what does that look like? What does the blend with the offense, the timing and the rhythm and all that look like? Big concern to me because in the middle of the year with Pine, your established starter after Buckner's injury, we struggle with this all year with that. So now that you're changing guys, I want to know, how's it going to go? Number 2, what kind of start are we going to get? Sluggish, slow, lazy play? Oh, John, that's rude. Why are you at? That's what I saw against USC with everything on the line. So, I mean, nobody could be like, John, why are you asking that? Why are you worried about that? Our last game was against our bitter, hated, arch enemy rival. And they had the playoff and a Heisman on the line. And we got clowned and punked all night. Didn't even look like we wanted to be there. So forgive me that's a top of mind concern. Last time I saw us play, we literally got clowned and punked and handed the Heisman to a USC guy. That's the last thing I saw out of this team. So forgive me that I have legitimate concerns of what we're going to see this time. If you couldn't get fired up and ready to play a good ball game against your arch rival at their place when they have the playoff and the Heisman on the line, and you weren't ready for it, why would I think you're going to be ready for this? That game was a lot bigger to me than this one, and you weren't ready at all. You didn't even look like you cared. Okay? So that's a concern of mine. You actually going to show up? Would be nice. I'd appreciate it. Number 3, and I know nobody likes excuses. This is an excuse, but it has to be dealt with. Foskey and Mayer out is a big hit, especially Mayer. He is the main passing target on everything, the secondary target on everything, and then the outlet on everything when nobody else is open, the bailout. He's the main target number 1 target on every passing down, especially third downs. You don't have him. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Again, it isn't a surprise. You have all sorts of time to come up with something. So I want to know, especially on offense, what are you going to do without your main guy, the best player on the team? You could get creative. Spread the ball around. You could do some different cool stuff. So I want to see, where is your third and medium, third and long outlet now? What is that go-to play call? It used to be a dragger to Mayer, and no matter what, you're throwing it, even if there's 5 guys on him. You're not going to have that. So I need to know who's your main play guy? What are you going to come up with? Forgive me again. I don't have a ton of faith in Tommy Reese in that area. What is that third and medium, third and long? Who's the go-to guy? It has been this guy every game, and now he's not available. What are you going to do? So I don't know, folks. This bowl game's weird. There's a lot of weird dynamics. I have no freaking idea what we're going to get from the Irish. So 3 confidences. Run game should be even more dynamic. You had plenty of time to install exactly what you wanted to. There's no excuse with the quarterback change. And a more dynamic passing game could be attempted. I'm not saying successful. I'm saying attempted because you have a bigger arm there now. Concerns. Buckner's blend and his first real action since week 2. How's that going to look? Number 2, a sluggish start. Saw it in LA in a bigger moment than this. So that's my default till I see you show up excited and ready to play. Number 3, what is your pivot on every single big down that you want to go to Mayer to? Again, you have all sorts of time to figure it out. What's the pivot? So those are some things I'm looking at on the confidences and concerns. What do you guys think? I have no idea what we're going to see from the boys. What do you think? Let me know.